All right, welcome in. We've got DarkSide best of 5 against Amigos to figure out who will be the second last team qualified for the league main event. We have Stoneplease, Siscon, and Dragonstar up against Ganji, Valis, and Abunzuhalt. I'm going to do the disclaimer right now. I will not call him by his full name. He is Abund in this set. They call him that on voice. He doesn't mind being called that. We're going to call him Abund because it's way easier. I'm sure we will have a bunch of people joining going, Dave, it's not Abund, it's Abunzuhalt. I understand. Too bad. Or we could call him Abu as well. So it'll be Siscon playing Gajaras, Dragonstar playing Slavs, and Stoneplease playing as the Bengalis. Interesting. So it'll likely be Elephant Archers from Stoneplease, Knights into Cav from Dragonstar, maybe Boyar late game, and then Camels potentially from Siscon. He can also play Elephant Archers. He'll probably play Scouts to open things up, though. We might actually see like a fast castle into Ratha from Stoneplease at the beginning. On the other side, we have Valis playing as Hindustanis, an excellent Camel civilization. Feels like you always need Camels on this map to counter the Knights from your opponent. Abund is playing as Franks in the pocket position. And then finally, we have Ganji as Vietnamese. So likely Rattan Archers, Scouts into Knights for Franks, and then maybe Scouts into Camels as well for the Hindustanis. We'll see. There are extra boars on this map, and Siscon's already bringing in 2. Nice job from Siscon. Really, really solid from him to snag those 2 right away. Stoneplease doing the same thing. Valis doing the same thing. And Ganji is going to have to go pretty far afield for his boars. There we go. So, Amigos had Barles on their team. Barles has not played a single game. And they've had Abund joining them. Abund is one of the best Black Forest players in the world. He's an excellent Black Forest flank. He's been kind of stretching outside his comfort zone on some of these maps, the land maps, but he's holding his own. And they're here in the decider match of the second qualifier. So, well done from Abund. What kind of doctor is Dr. Agonstar? A doctor of science. That's right. Dragonstar's gonna go fast castle. Okay. FC Knights? FC Boyar? Unclear so far. Why is Barles not playing? I don't know. I have no clue. I like this from Abund. He saw that consistent woodline at the back. He says, I don't want to lumber camp these tiny little ones. I'm going to go back here. That does open him up to damage, though. So he'll need to wall that off. Potentially right here. Just do it like a diagonal wall, and then you got plenty of space to wall behind that if you need to. Why is Abund signaling that? He says, look, they walled in a wolf. Haha. And Feudal Age coming in for both the flanks from DarkSide. It'll likely be Scouts from both of them. Archer range for Stoneplease. Okay. So double range from Stoneplease. It'll be Rattan Archers confirmed from Ganji. He's going fast castle. Scouts from Valis. And then Scouts from Abund. So double Scout on this side. Scout Archer over here. You can't wall in this stone terrain around. So any of the walls you're going to go for need to be connecting to your teammate. And they need to be like full surround walls. Which is why something like this is very consistent. But it's also very dangerous. Like, if the archers sneak all the way around the edge of the map and get here, Abund might have some problems. Because he's going to be locked into Feudal Age for a while making scouts. It's going to be a while before he gets this town center up to defend himself. Archer's coming in for some, please. We'll have to wait until he has enough, since they're up against 2 scout players. We'll have to wait until he has like 6 archers or 8 archers or something. And then he can stretch forward. Dr. Egenstar FC, yep. It's a fast castle for him. Oh my goodness, Red Rush with the 30 gifted. Yo, dude. Thank you so much, man. Hell yeah. 35% off, too. He's basically saving money. If you got gifted a sub today, make sure you thank the gifter. We've had a couple gift bombs coming in. Very generous people. Love to see it. Red Rush has done this before. He's a homie for sure. And I really appreciate it, dude. Who's actually the favorite here? I would say DarkSide is the favorite, since Amigos isn't playing with barrels. But Amigos has drafted 2 closed type maps, and they should be very strong in them. As soon as they can play into monks and stuff, they should be a very, very strong contender. I think it's going to be a good set. Thank you so much, Red Rush. You're awesome, dude. DarkSide is also a team that will prepare extensively, right? Stone Please, Dragonstar both practice a ton for their sets. Siscon, I mean, Siscon's just consistent. And Siscon has so much food. He has 9 villagers in the queue. Those extra boars really helped him. The extra berries under the TC for Gajaras, the extra income from the geese inside the mill. He should start ejecting those soon and taking them underneath the town center. I mean, he's going to be able to click up to Castle Age relatively quickly. He's got 7 on gold now, too. It's going to be a good transition from him. Speaking of Castle Age, it's coming in right now for Ganji. Dragonstar will play Fast Castle Boom. He doesn't have a barracks, doesn't have a stable yet. Yeah, he's just going to play Fast Castle into Boom with Slavs. Okay. Let's see how quickly he can get army on the field to actually help out his teammates. He's got a lot of trust right now in Stone Please and Siscon to keep himself safe. Stable comes up from Valis. That's the second stable. He's Hindustani, so they do have the team bonus, which gives them a little bit of extra attack against buildings for their scouts and camel line. But they're not really pressuring forward. He's just trying to play damage control at the moment. As Stone Please is coming in here with Siscon supporting. Stone Please not quite far enough forward to actually range these villagers from Mabund, and it's a solid defense there from Mabund. Dragonstar has found this area back here. But it feels like they don't have time to loop around there and do damage, especially with the scouts kind of roaming around from Valis, looking to jump on this army. And they can't get in. Mabund is on the way to Castle Age. I think he's got enough time to get to Castle Age and set up a town center over here. Dragonstar with his 3rd town center already. Rattan Archers already coming out from Ganji. There should be some opportunities here for Amigos to do damage, with Dragonstar just booming. The Rattans will push this army away from the walls. The scouts are going forward from Valis. We still have some scouts looking for damage back here from Mabund, and Dragonstar has to be really careful not to overchop. If these get in, they can definitely deal with it, but it's going to be a lot of unnecessary damage. And there's another scout army coming forward. Stone Please will have the archers to push this away, though. Nice quick wall from Mabund. Hell yeah, dude. Saves the villager on that side. Castle Age is now in for Siscon. That was an excellent transition from him. Like I said, he had so much food available. And so many villagers in the queue. That's a really solid Castle Age timing. And he made the feudal camels, the camel scouts, on his way up. So his camel number is already very impressive, right? 8 camels already for him. This will be very tough to deal with. If you're Valis and Mabund. They're going to need Ganji to come back with the Rattans. They're playing full cavalry at the moment, and it's still a minute and a half away from Valis being able to make camels. The Rattans will have to be the defensive unit, which is unfortunate for Amigos, because they want those Rattans coming forward. So maybe correctly judged by Dragonstar to realize that his allies will buy him enough time to boom up. 25 farms already for Dragonstar. Wheelbarrow coming in. Slab farms as well. The eco is going to be phenomenal for him. And now the camels are jumping on the Rattans. They might be able to clear up this Rattan mass early. Crossbow is in for Stone Place. Excellent opening for DarkSide. Really, really solid. I'm surprised that Ganji came in with the Rattans on this side of the wall and not over here. Yeah, Rattan number being nuked. I'm also stunned that Aboon goes for a TC here instead of back here. This feels way more exposed, but he should be able to place it soon. Lightcap still can't get in. Good job from DarkSide to re-wall everywhere. They haven't expanded their eco yet, though. They don't have a TC on the outside. Still only one villager kill this game. Ballistics is not yet in for Ganji. Ballistics isn't in for Stone Please either. As Handcart now comes in for Valis with one town center. Wow. Okay. It's going to be a very efficient eco. He's trying to go for the second one now. That has been signaled from Siscon, though. I don't know if he saw the villagers out there. If he saw the TC, he didn't. He was just signaling the light cav. Aboon now showing up with knights. Camel's just going to run away from the Rattans and the Knights, and they will continue to expand their eco. And Dragonstar is already sitting at 74 villagers with 40 slab farms. What's up, Chemical? How's it going, dude? Another villager kill, this time against Valis. And here comes the army from Aboon and from Ganji. Rattans are very powerful here. Unfortunately, Ganji still does not have ballistics. He's just now going for the university, so it's going to be hard for him to pick off these crossbows, to pick off the camels as well. But it's a three-man army over here from Valis, Aboon, and Ganji. Dragonstar still doesn't have any military on the field, but he's getting handcard. He's got 82 vills. He's got 37 farms, and he's about to click up to Imperial H. He's also on stone, too, so I think Boyar will be the play for Dragonstar. Can his allies buy him enough time to get good castle placements, to get some TCs on the outside, to mass up the Boyars? It kind of feels like they will. Ballistics on the way for Stone, please. 36 crossbows versus only 19 Rattans. Feels like a very solid strategic decision from DarkSide to just have Dragonstar fast castle into boom. The eco for Amigos is not bad, but I mean, it's a big lead. It is a massive lead for DarkSide. Handcard even coming in for Siscon, so he will have a super efficient eco as well. And he's going for his 4th town center. I wonder if he continues to play into camels or if he wants to go into elephant archer. You could have like Arbalest from Bengalis, Boyars from Dragonstar. Actually, it's not going to be Boyars. I think it's going to be Cavalier. So, Arbalest, Cavalier, Elephant Archer. You might be able to just skip the camels altogether. Finally, some pressure forward again from Amigos. Ganji looking for damage. Ganji's got a decent eco himself, but no eco upgrades with Vietnamese. Only the first wood upgrade. He's just now getting the second one. No wheelbarrow, no handcart, no farm upgrades for him. It's a little rough, right? He's been all in on the Rattan production. Dragonstar telling his team, all right, guys, all right, I'm gonna give me a few minutes. Give me a few minutes and I'll be there, and he will. The resources are looking fantastic for him. The upgrades are coming in. Imperial Age, only 3 seconds away. Should be able to get Cavalier right away. And there we go. This is fine. Syscon's taking damage, but it feels like it's okay. They're not hitting the main base. They've been trying. Consistently poking away at the walls with the light cab and now the camels, but have not been able to get in yet. The good thing for Amigos, rather, is that they have better eco placement. They have access to all of this economy on the outside of their main hill. Dragonstar's just now expanding to that. And it's a big fight coming in. Dragonstar patrolling in 7 seconds before Cavalier gets there. He's going to have to retreat. They're going to have to wait for Stone Please. And Stone Please is on the way to him. Camels are also here from Syscon. It's a huge fight. Ganji will feel fairly confident with these Ratans. But against Cavalier with the final armor upgrade, the Ratans should be pushed away. The Knights from Aboons struggling to provide a meat shield against the Camels and the Cavalier. And Stone Please has so many crossbows over on this side, cutting off the reinforcements from Amigos. Amigos is behind on military, and they're heavily behind on eco, too. And they're also behind on the timings. Not looking good for Amigos. I don't know who wins in the late game as well. It feels like Elephant Archer should just be super OP here. Imperial Camel is amazing. Frank Paladin is amazing. Elite Rattan Archer backing that up sounds really good. But if you have, like, Boyar, which Dragonstar should probably switch into at some point. You have Elephant Archers. Possibility of making Heavy Camel with Gajaras. Should be a phenomenal setup for them. Still no wheelbarrow, handcart, or farm upgrades for Ganji. Yikes. He has so many Rattans, but needs to get to Imp for those to actually make an impact. Imperial Age on the way for Syscon too. We see an Elephant Archer switch at any point. Syscon hasn't added a camel in a very long time. He's going for more stables, though, so he could. Could go for more camels. He could go for a Shirvamsha opening, too. If he wants to just instantly do damage with raids. Dragonstar now trying to find his way in, and there's a hole. Oh, no. Oh, this is so bad. So bad for Valis. I know he's playing into camels, but the timing is so far in front. The upgrades are so far in front for Dragonstar, and he will kill a lot of villagers and really disrupt the eco from Valis over here. Meanwhile, Ganji's also up against it. Dragonstar has 50 Cavalier. Also 41 Arbalest for Stone Please, who's had a fantastic game. And they can't stop the eco expansion. They can't stop the army. They can't stop DarkSide. Maybe if they buy themselves enough time, maybe Imp Camel can carry this. The Cavalier are definitely going to fall off. Great quick walls here from Ganji. That is the MTC, which is unfortunate. Syscon getting the rest of his eco upgrades. He's grabbing both shafts at the same time. But Ganji's struggling. Villagers dying underneath the TC. There's not enough room. Let me in! Some raids now from Aboons. Only 20 Cavalier in comparison to Dragonstar's 47. And Dragonstar's in again, going for the raids. He's killed so many villagers. 33 vills in like the last couple minutes. Heavy Camel coming in now for Syscon. He'll be full in on the camel production pretty soon. Eco KD now 50 economy kills for Dragonstar. And it's only getting worse. Stone Please is also over here. Dragonstar's over here. Dragonstar is everywhere. He was over here fighting. He's raiding in the back. He was raiding in the main base. He's fighting here. He's supporting his ally over here as well. This is exactly what you want from your pocket that went full eco early. You want them to be able to flood units. You want them to really pack a punch in early Imperial Age because they're going to be there so much faster. That's exactly what he's done. Unfortunately for him, it will fall off. And he might need to consider a switch into something else. But for the moment, it's still working. Elephant Archer now on the way for Stone, please. So it'll be Camel from Gajara's, Elephant Archer from Bengalis, along with these 40 Arbalists that are still alive. And then Cavalier from the Slavs. Slav unique tech is Drazina, right? Yes. Splash damage on your infantry. Their other unique tech is Detenants, which will substitute some of the stone costs for castles into wood cost. Heavy Camel's in for Valis. He can't afford Imp Camel. Doesn't have enough gold. Barely has enough gold to go for the armor upgrade. No camels in the queue for him. Donji is back with the Ratans over here. He did reach Imperial Age. He's trying to get chemistry now. He's clearing up the raid in the center, but he's still running into issues over here. And he's not really where he needs to be. He needs the Ratans to be fighting the Arbs and the Camels. Instead, they're just busy with the Cavalier spam from Dragonstar. Dragonstar, I think, is considering a switch into Boyar now. Frontier Guards now coming in for Siscon. That'll give 7 melee armor to the Camels from the Gajaras. And Dragonstar's killing again. Oh, God. Oh, man. Abund has 4 Cavalier. 4 Cavalier, and I think I saw the Pikeman upgrade just come in for him, so maybe considering a switch into Halb, he's losing more units back here. How many villagers has Dragonstar killed? 112 villagers. 112 villagers killed, which is basically the eco difference, give or take a few. GG called. Yeah, well played. Really well played from DarkSide. It was pretty clear once Amigos couldn't do any damage to Dragonstar that he was just going to hit Imp and absolutely carry. I mean, full credit to his flanks, though. Stoneplease and Siscon held the 3 armies from Amigos in for a long time until Dragonstar could get activated. I think Stoneplease and Siscon played a fantastic game. Their ecos were so efficient. I actually want to look at efficiency all time, like throughout the entire game. 66.5, 67.1, 68.2. Oh, no, that's gathering. So work efficiency is 71.7, 72.2, 72.6 versus 58.2, 58.6, 58.4. Oh, I'm looking at the gathering again. 63.2, 64.5, 60.3. Big difference. God. I hate how it's like mirrored and not, you know, whatever. Dragonstar with the best KD at the end of the game. Best eco as well. And then you can see the timing there for him. Purely strategic win, I think. It was good execution from DarkSide. But if one player just goes fast castle into 4 TCs, basically before the second town center comes up from any player on the other side, it's going to be really tough to stop them. Okay, so that's a win on Team Acropolis for DarkSide. We have Bengalis taking the win over here, Slavs taking the win, and Gajaras. versus one of their top picks, Hindustanis, their top pick, Vietnamese, and then the Franks. Poor Franks. Poor Franks. Mid to low tier civs. And now we'll go on to game number 2, which is Arena. Amigos drafted Arena, and they drafted Fortified Clearing. Give me a second. Just gotta make sure. Yeah, I'm at basically the same time as Danny. Perfect. So, closed map for Amigos. This is where they feel more comfortable. They're Black Forest players. They're going to try and get something done here. Looks like on this side, we will have Stoneplease playing as the Britons. And he will be matching up against the Aztecs. So, Ganji might want to go for some sort of Monk Rush on this side. Valis will be playing in the pocket as the Burgundians. So, great synergy between the team bonus of the Burgundians and the Aztecs. The relics generate food and gold. And the Aztec relics for the team generate plus 33% gold. So any relic they grab is going to be generating a lot of extra resources. And they might play into map control because of it. Abund is going to be playing as the Byzantines. On this side, he will be matching up against the Turks. And then finally, we have Dr. Agenstar playing as the Lithuanians. It would suck if he didn't get any relics. If Amigos really prioritize map control and getting those relics, it would really suck for Dragonstar long term if he's not able to grab some of those. Thank you for being here, everyone. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Appreciate it. It's been fun, these qualifiers. It's nice to have team games back, man. Long weekends, but like, it's good to have team games back in the fold. How many relics? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 relics on this map. There's more than enough to share. But you know these players, they don't like to share. I find it interesting. They've all gone for farms in Dark Age here. It might be just a 9 villager thing. Yeah. I mean, Valis got the farm upgrade, so it makes sense. Feudal Age on the way for Siscon. It's also on the way for Abund and for Ganji. Oh my goodness, dude. Chemical. Thank you for the 50 gifted. Holy cow. 50 gifted subs from Chemical. He's a doctor of medicine. He's a legend. If you got gifted a sub by him, make sure you thank Chemical. Super nice guy. As far as I can tell, he's a bit of a weirdo, though. Hence why he's gifting 50 subs. He's very, very generous. That sucks for Ganji losing this. Losing this eagle right away. All of the scouts here from DarkSide. If only you knew the power of the DarkSide. If only I knew, Chemical. I appreciate it, brother. I thought he was a doctor of science. He is a doctor of science from the School of Science. Market Blacksmith go back of the base for Ganji. Which tells you a lot. It tells you he's planning on pushing. I don't think he's planning on booming here. He sells the 200 stone. He's Aztecs. He's going to go forward. Castle Age on the way first for Ganji. 23 villagers for him. I think he might have even skipped the extra villager. Yeah, he did. He only made one once he got to Feudal Age, I think. Does Abund boom? Is he a boom? Or is he a push? He can go like 3 TCs, relatively quick Imperial Age. With Byzantines. He could also go for like a Monk Siege push or something, but it's tough against Turks. And Dragonstar will open scouts. So he wants to contest the middle. He needs those relics in. He wants to deny the relics to the other team. Relics are a big priority for both squads on this match. As Valis finally gets up to the Feudal Age, he will go for the stable build as well. He'll get his eco upgrades in a little bit sooner. And he should have the best eco at the moment. Yeah, no surprise there. He had his economic upgrades in sooner. Stone, please, is on stone. Please. And he's thinking about a castle. Could be really tough for the Aztecs if Ganji tries to like Monk Siege push here and Stone Please has a castle. That'll stop that in its tracks. And then he's going to have to go over towards Dragonstar's base, who's going to have scouts. And Dragonstar and Stone Please doing an excellent job over here with these two starting scouts, tracking the monastery placement. There will be no surprises from them that it's going to be monks, but at least they forced that back a little bit further. Ganji did play safe though. He did go for Spearman. And he's going to be able to protect the Vils. He doesn't even need to get Loom. Nice. 2 extra town centers for a boon. 2 extra town centers for Siskon. So the Turks and the Byzantines going to boom up a little bit. Siskon even getting that second farm upgrade really early. Let's see if he can actually keep making Vils here. His food eco is not great. He's about to run out of berries. That feels a little greedy. How did Swami do in the first qualifier? They kind of struggled. They also struggled in the second one. I mean, Rubenstock being disqualified from the qualifiers really hurt them. I think Amalius and Yuhu played pretty good. But Rubenstock is obviously a player that you would want. Why was he disqualified? Because you had to play a certain amount of games. You had to play 5 1v1s and 5 team games in 2026 to qualify. Now, according to Nilly, 17 players did not qualify for that initially, so they extended the deadline by a week. 16 of those players met the qualifications, as far as I understand. Rubenstock did not. Rubenstock instead played 5 ranked games where he dropped within 10 seconds of loading into the game. So they were basically dummy games. And because of that behavior, because again that's against like the code of conduct, he wasn't allowed to qualify. I think it's a pretty fair ruling. he had all of 2026 and then he had an extra week. He couldn't get it done. That is fair, man. That's about as fair as you can get. Okay. Longbow's coming out from Stone Please. It'll be a fun game for him. Anytime you get to Fast Castle into Longbows, it's a pretty good time. And like I said, as soon as that castle is discovered, right, saw the foundation, all of this pressure comes over towards Dragonstar. Dragonstar does have 8 light cav. We've got 7 light cap from Valis. We've also got all of these Aztec monks. Let's see if Dragonstar can find some good engagements here. Light cav getting converted, but the monks are going down. He gets a couple light cav and 3 monks still surviving. Wow. That was actually a really, really good engagement for Ganji, all things considered. He lost a couple monks, but Dragonstar loses his entire light cav army. And the longbows aren't really doing much here, folks. There's not enough of them at the moment. Light cav are now in from Valis. Dragonstar does not have Loom yet. He needs to get it. Definitely needs to get Loom. There's a threat on this wood line. Valis maybe assuming that Dragonstar had Loom at that point, didn't go in to kill those villagers. Now he's losing some of the light kev, but the monks are in. The monks are in, and this one of the stables is going down. Actually, the only stable for Dragonstar dying. And Stoneplease's longbows are... they're going to be able to help. They're going to be able to help. Relics now on the way in from Valis. Can Siscon find these monks? He does. Perfect. Nice job from Siscon. Good value with that starting scout. Take a look at the relics. It's only one for Ganji so far. They need to prioritize picking those up for sure. If they can. Let's take a look at Abund. Abund is going Siege Workshop. Resources are looking good. He might be able to click up shortly. He's thinking about a castle as well. Siscon has added a 4th town center. So Siscon is adding eco. And Dragonstar is probably like... I can hear him right now, dude. You know, I played enough team games with Dragonstar on voice. I know he's like sighing right now. He's it's like, so glad you played into longbow, Stone, please. What a pleasure. Super useful. And now all of this is going back over towards Siscon's base. So everyone is going to converge against Siscon. Everyone is coming towards the Turks. The longbows will slowly chase this army back over. The monks have quite a bit of HP with the Aztecs. And the longbows miss a lot of their shots. Base accuracy of 70. It's not great. It will be a castle defensively from Siscon. Handcart is on the way. The longbows light up like a Christmas tree. Gonchi's Monk Micro is some of the best in the game. And some bear trouble as well for DarkSide. Imperial Age on the way for Abund. Abund is pushing over here. He's going to be able to get that forward castle down, most likely. I'm surprised he's not sending the vills there. They are. And the longbows need to be pushed away. And they are. Dr. Agonstar really struggling. Hasn't gotten any relics yet. He's on 3 TCs. He's going for a 4th one, but no army on the field right now for him. Just a couple light cav, few spearmen. And that's it. Nice. Stone, please. Finally finding that big clear up he was looking for. Snipes all of the monks from Ganji. Ganji is looking to go up to Imperial Age. Ganji will probably go forward with the castle here pretty soon. He's got a lot of monks behind. He's got 2 relics now. And he clicks up to Imp. This should be a really good position for Amigos. What is that castle, brother? What are we doing? What is that? Abund! He could have got the safest castle of all time, like right here. And instead he tries to go inside the base. The Janissaries are there. The longbows are coming in. And he needs to go even safer than this. Great defense here from DarkSide. A little bit over ambitious from Abund to try and put that castle inside the base of Siscon. But what a ram push. Oh my goodness. I thought he would wait until he had trebs to push this. No. It's rams coming in from Ganji. And now the Cavalier upgrade is in for Valis, still in Castle Age. He's going to try and support. When Ganji gets to MP, he could go capped ram, which could be a problem for Stone Please. He doesn't have a Siege Workshop yet. He's just adding it now. Second castle coming behind for Stone Please too. Where is the castle from Ganji, though? He needs that castle up. 3 villagers is not enough, bro. There we go. Can you show the number of relics? Yeah, it's only 2 and it's 3. So there's 3 relics remaining. Dragonstar will want to grab those for sure. Abund is going skirms. Skirms can be a decent opening. He just needs to hold the Turks. We've got the 2 players from Amigos over here pushing. Sysgon has the best eco in the game, I think. And he's got a really powerful civ, but Abund simply needs to hold them. Nice quick wall there from Abund. It fails eventually. Relic gold. You can see already that Aztec bonus coming into play. 2 relics, 768 gold already generated from those. It's kind of crazy for Ganji. Fortified wall is in, though, for Stone Please. Stone Please is walling in between him and Dragonstar. He has 22 longbows, and he's up to Imp. Forward castle from Valis. They're coming for Dragonstar again. Uh-oh. All of them are coming for Dragonstar. The skirms are here from Abund. The Cavalier are here. The Rams and the Monks are making their way over. Dragonstar has just recovered from that first attack. He's going into Latus. He's going up to Imperial H. He managed to snag 1 relic, and that's it so far. It is definitely a risk from Amigos to push here, because they're leaving Sysgon alone. They're letting him cook. And he's adding in Cav Archers and Bombard Cannons. Capped Ram is on the way for Ganji. He converted a Spearman. That's big. Fortified Wall coming in for Dragonstar. Trebs are already out here from Ganji. Stone Please will try and defend against us, but it's going to be really, really tough for him. This is the concern for Amigos. It's Sysgon. Sysgon should be in a position to really steamroll, even against Byzantines. Abund will have to try his best to hold him in. Valis is already getting Paladin, though. Valis has 33 Paladin. I think it's about time. They can't break Dragonstar here. Dragonstar's done a good job in defense. Really, really tough base to break into, especially with Stone Please behind. So they're going to shift their focus back over to Sysgon again. Yeah, nice job from Sysgon. Coming over here for the Monks. He might lose this whole Hussar army, though. Excellent conversion targeting from Ganji. Did he even kill a Monk? I think he killed 1. Wow. He killed 2. What a beast. Ganji. Stone Please running into problems. Valis running into his base. With Cavalier, Monks following behind. Can he keep repairing this castle? He's running out of stone. And the Paladin upgrade is in. Trying to cut off the longbows. The longbows have, like, no HP. They're going to absolutely melt against these Paladin. The Trebs will switch their targeting to this castle. Dr. Agon starts showing up here with Latus. But Stone Please is taking a lot of damage, and there's still Paladin over here. There's still Skirms over here. Abund has Halbs now to help out as well. And he's got the Bombard Cannons targeting this castle. He's also walled in the Treb. Shout out Abund. He's doing everything he can. Ever since that forward castle attempt, which was a little ambitious. Monks behind from Ganji are going to be such a pain for Dragonstar 2. He has to get Devotion. The castle finally falls from Stone Please. No more longbows for him. He's only got 5, and Stone Please is going to fold. He is going to fold like a wet pancake over here. He's trying to wall in the Trebs as well, but doesn't get there in time. And Sysgon can't do anything. Oh, God. What a game from Amigos. 65 Paladin from Valis. Elite Latus is coming in for Dragonstar, but he has to absolutely carry. Dragonstar, I think, has one relic. Yeah, he's got one relic. And Siscon has the other one. Aboon's had a hell of a game, too. Aboon has had a hell of a game. Will Stone please manage to escape with any vills? There's 3 vills here. That's probably it for him. And it's probably it for DarkSide, too. This is why they pick the closed maps. This is why Ganji goes into monks, because his micro is insane. If Dragonstar comes anywhere close with these lattice, they would just get converted. And the Paladin managed to get in again. Stone Please wants this game to be over. ASAP. GG, go next. If you're Stone Please. Another castle for Ganji. And look at this! He's converting over here, too. Oh, my goodness. Ganji, what a support player. They also have the Byzantine team bonus, so he can heal up 100% faster. If the monks aren't doing anything. Stone Please has 30 villagers. Vills. Aboon, seeing this, good communication from Valis, telling him this army is coming across. He's walling up behind. Still a few odd villagers that Dragonstar can take, but... I think, like, Ganji and Valis could finish this game 2v3. Or Aboon and Valis could finish this game 2v3. There's not a lot of hope here, and even the latest falling off against the Paladin. Siege Ram now on the way for Aboon. He's doing such a good job. Siscon's about to run out of gold access. His castle's gonna fall. And this game is for Amigos, for sure. It's finally some damage on the eco from Dragonstar, but Siscon calls the GG. Stone Please couldn't wait to call that GG. And Amigos take a game back. I don't like the Britain's longbow play, dude. I feel like it really didn't do anything that game. He got one good fight against the monks, and that's about it. There was also a dive early against the monks from Dragonstar that didn't work out. He only killed 2. But yeah. It's not coming home, boys. Well, we'll see. It's 1-1. Great eco from Valis. Stone Please really struggled here. Ganji with a decent eco as well, considering he was all in monks. And then Aboon and Siscon also with good militaries. Conversions, 34 conversions. 34 conversions for Ganji. Super respectable. Let's take a look at relic gold. 4 relics collected by Valis. 2,194 relic gold. So that's like 1,000 something food, I think. Also collected via the team bonus. That's like the Paladin. Those relics paid for the Paladin upgrade. Sick. Actually, more than paid for the Paladin upgrade. Okay, so they take the game on Arena. They use Burgundians, they use Aztecs, and they use Byzantines. So lower tier picks than the Byzantines and Aztecs. On the other side, Britons were a second pick. For what happened on that map, it feels kind of bad, right? Britons, Lithuanians, Turks. All top tier picks for DarkSide. Really cool game, though. Game 3 is going to be Tres Leches, which is a very cool map. I'm gonna wait for Danny, and then once she's in, I will get into the game as well. If you haven't checked her out, make sure you check out Daniela's stream. She's the host of this event. She'll be covering everything. There's going to be a lot of games, especially the later night games. Like she's done some super marathon streams covering all the games, so it's been fun to watch her. Make sure you go drop her a follow. She deserves it. And I saw her at Brazil in Brazil not too long ago. I don't know what she's doing right now.
We don't control Wikipedia, basically. They've sent me here. Thank you for the tournament organization. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the follow.
There you go, De Niro. Dave sent me here. Haha. Okay. 1-1. Namaste. What's up, dude? Ooh, gotta run an ad. We're about to run. Don't want it to happen in the middle of the game. Cool. Got it just in time. Pog. What are ads?
Fun fact, for the new DLC, the developers went above and beyond by recording the new unique unit of the Danes, the Oms Viking, by recording the rabid screams of a real Scandinavian man, one fake Lars, while he was drunk out of his mind. More
news at 10. Thank you, Fenris News, for informing us that Lars is a voice actor in the new DLC. Appreciate it. Thank you. Any rare bird sightings lately, chat? I don't know about rare, but I saw a pileated woodpecker the other day. It's pretty cool. Well, I heard it first. It was loud as hell. Also saw a blue heron the other day when I was golfing. Always love those, dude. It's like seeing a dinosaur. So huge. Donation text is showing under the overlay. Yeah. Okay. I think we're in. We are indeed. We are in. Welcome in, Tres Leches. DarkSide has played this map, I think, 3 times, maybe 4 times so far in the qualifiers. Ganji says, sorry, we picked wrong position. Is it okay if we put me on player 4 spot? And Dragonstar said, nope, play like this. That's cold, dude. That's cold, but fair. That's his right. They screwed up with the positions. Maybe it's a mind game from Ganji because he accepted it pretty early. So they wanted the Jurchins in the middle here. I have seen Jurchins being played over here. Dragonstar's done it a couple times. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Italians is not the worst thing here for a Boond either. He'll just have to shift his strategy potentially. So, Tres Leches, there's water on the sides. There's a bunch of fish here. There's also fish in the center, as well as a bunch of elephants that you can take. But there's Komodo dragons, so you got to be careful. One of your players starts forward. That's going to be Abund. He's playing as Italians. Mayans for Stone Please on the other side. And then 2 of your players start on the flank. They will likely dock, Exhibit A. And they will try and contest water and then maybe make, you know, cav archers or scouts or knights or something. Something mobile on the sides. It'll probably be cav archers for Siscon. And they'll probably be either knights or CA for Dragonstar. You don't want 2 players playing cav archers. So probably knights if he wins water. On the other side, we have Berbers and then we have Jurchins. Gamba, these are Rex, so Gamba's a little bit of a, I don't know. Abund is going for that forward dock really early, and he's got 3 villagers here taking the fish, so that's really decent food income from him. Stone Please is going for the dock as well. And he's also bringing in some of the elephants. And he's chased the scout away with his eagle early, so Abund did not get access to that elephant that was forward. Although Stone Please is having maybe some problems. Maybe some issues bringing this in. He should be fine. There's no way he loses this, Phil. He never, ever loses this villager, right? It's not possible. Yep. Easy. I like Magyars on the side here. Berbers have faster ships, but if you're playing into Hulks, Magyars automatically get the attack upgrades. It doesn't really matter in Hulk on Hulk battle, but it does matter against the dock and against other ships. And it's also nice to have them because they have such a good late game composition with the Cav Archers and the Magyar Hussar. Although Berbers kind of counter them, to be honest, with Camel Archers, so maybe Berbers is the better pick here. Full wall from Abund forward. Interesting. Usually people go for the smaller walls here. Not a big one like this. Stone Please is a prime example of that, right? He's just going to small wall in his gold, his woodline, maybe tower here. This forward position, I mean, you just get bullied. You have to try and dish out as much damage as you can, and then you get to this stage where you just have to try and survive. And going for more condensed walls with the tower is usually the best bet. And at some point you have to try and come out to this woodline. Like, just escape this area. It's not easy to hold. Scouts? I don't like that. We'll see how it pans out, but I really don't like scouts against double range from Stone Please. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm always open to the possibility, you know, once in a million possibility that I'm wrong about something. It's never happened before. But it feels like that shouldn't be the strongest option. Wood count for both sides. Bro, we're not counting wood already. What a cute little wall off from Ganji. Siskan actually using the edge of the map to wall his base. Although he's still left it open over here as he goes into scouts. What do we have over here? It's just Navy from Valis. It's Navy as well from Ganji. And it'll be just a couple Hulks in defense from Siskan. And then Dragonstar will make some Hulks as well. He's going into scouts too. So more of a land focus. As that's a very nice dive there from Siskan to lame all of these. But more of a land focus for DarkSide. Double scout. And then they have the middle guy going double range archers. More of a water focus for Amigos. And that's a really early addition of fish for Ganji. He saw the one dock from Siskan. And he's not adding extra navy. He's adding extra fish. That's a good call. Try and expand that eco as soon as you can. Yeah, the navy can go through the center. So if you overload one side on navy, it can go through the middle. Dragonstar losing his fish super quick. Ganji's content to sit here. Because Siskan doesn't have that much fish back here to take. Dragonstar comes in. He does have Magyars, so he's got forging. He might be able to kill a villager, but is it worth it? Is that worth it? Probably not. And now the archers are pushing forward. So Abund will be forced to go for a tower over here. It's a good tower. Protects the berries, protects the gold. But look at his walls. Is he drawing a picture or something? What on earth? Much simpler walls here for Stone Please. These are something. I like the walls from Ganji too. Very safe. He'll play into his fishing ship advantage. He's got 11 fish now. That should be enough for him. He's got the walls on the wood line. Both wood lines. And then the small walls around the gold. And then the TC to protect against these scouts. But the archers have bypassed Aboond completely. I think they would have been much more effective over at Ganji's base with the way he walled. But he's actually heading over to Valis first. And there's still some opportunities if Dragonstar is still hanging around with the scouts. I think Valis will have a tough time defending against this. Castle Age now on the way for Stone Please and for Siscon. Wow. So they don't really have the same fishing eco. And they've hit that Castle Age, that very impressive Castle Age timing. It will be especially devastating for Stone Please because he's got this archer army to upgrade right away. Great use of the Mayans. Great use of the fish in the center. The extra elephants to find that timing. And to get up to Castle Age so fast. And now Valis is in trouble. He has the fish. Great. But he's going to have like 15 idle villas at any given moment. Still no damage to be found against Ganji. Siscon, he's going to get bloodlines. Is he going into ranges? Yep. It's going to be cav archers for him. Still curious what Ganji goes for. As there's a hole in the wood line, Siscon does find damage. There's always a hole somewhere. Doink. 2 villagers dead. Does it balance out the fish? Maybe not, but Siscon's also pressuring over here. Excellent game from Siscon. He lost the water early. He got damage against Ganji. Ganji, for whatever reason, not noticing this. Maybe he's busy on the land. And Ganji's losing all of his fish now. Oh, no. Disaster for him. And Stone Please is still hanging around Valis' base. Valis had to go out to Stone. He had to get another tower. Aboond is the only one that hasn't really taken damage yet. As all of the players now from Amigos on the way to the Castle Age, but the crossbows are coming back this way, and there is a hole. There's always a hole. Valis losing fish as well, but that was kind of part of the plan for Valis, right? He played into scouts. He just wanted to keep his fish alive for as long as possible. He knew he was probably going to lose them early if his opponent plays water. The fact that he's able to kill the fishing ships from Ganji is absolutely massive. What's Dr. Dragonstar up to? He's going up to Castle Age finally. He's kind of been struggling here. He went heavy scout production. Did manage to keep the opposing team busy and a little distracted. He's also killed 6 eco. I don't know if that's like water. But later than everybody else to the Castle Age. Ganji did add more fish, and he did get the upgrades for his Hulks. But the Cav Archers are going to help a lot against the Hulks. And Ganji can't push in here against Siscon. If he does, he's going to lose all of his ships. Exhibit A. Also, his Cav Archers should be better than the Jurchins. He's got Thumb Ring automatically. He already has Bloodlines. And it'll be a struggle for Ganji. Demo for Aboond. Surely Stone Please never runs into this demo, right? We would hate to see that. That would be terrible if it happened. Aboond is trying to like bait him into a position where he can demo him. He knows if he just sends it out now, there's no way it kills those crossbows. But Ganji or Stone Please doesn't bite. Second TC for Dragonstar. Light Cav are in now for Aboond. This is the first time he's really gotten a raid against the other team. And he's going to manage to kill a couple villagers. Nice job from Aboond. He's added a second TC. The Berbers are going for a second TC now. Valis, he's still expanding his fishing eco, and Dragonstar doesn't look like he can do much about that. But over here, Siskon's kind of dominating Ganji. He's got 16 Cav Archers versus 6. Still has 6 fishing ships alive somehow. Has killed a bunch of the fish from Ganji, and he even delayed the ship upgrade as well. Yeah, this is really brutal. Really, really brutal for Ganji on that side. Okay. Knights are finally coming in for Valis. So Valis finally has an army on land. He's been basically water focused and defending with towers. He's got some potential to raid, but it looks like Dragonstar is fully walled. It kind of looks like Stoneplease is safe. Siskon's definitely safe. And I don't know if there's much potential there. Dragonstar and Stoneplease now linking up again in the center. Aboon's Mangonels are in the wrong spot, and Aboon's Mangonels super susceptible to getting killed by the light cap from Dragonstar if he shows them. Still hasn't used that demo. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Stoneplease to try and send an army across here. It's going to happen one of these days. He's got some more crossbows right there. Game is now paused. No, game is over. Gonzi calls the GG. Okay, that was very anticlimactic. That was kind of... I mean, he's dead. But his teammates aren't fully dead. Ganji just kind of lost the 1v1 in every possible sense on this side. He didn't have land units initially, so he lost a couple villagers. Then he lost all of his fishing ships after he thought he had water control. And then he went into water control again and lost that. And then he went into CA and he's losing that battle. Wrong position really felt like having a big impact. Maybe. Forgot about that. It might have been the positionings. Why can't I, like, do the drop down for the stats here? Very strange. Siskon absolutely destroyed him, man. I mean, Jurchens aren't the worst Civ over on this side. Dragonstar has played Jurchens in this position like 3 separate times in this tournament already. But yeah, if you're not prepared for it, then it sucks, right? And they should know what the colors are for the positions. Like, that's their responsibility. DarkSide could have been super nice and given them a chance to restart, but I mean, we can't demand that from DarkSide. It's their right to refuse the restart for their opponent's mistake. Okay, Charipa, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Let's go. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. De Niro as well with 5 gifted. Thank you, man. 35% off, I think, as well. So you're basically making money, which is crazy. A crazy way to make money. All right, so DarkSide up 2-1. Amigos need a win here to continue on, to have any chance of qualifying. So cheap, it's basically free. Exactly. Thank you, brother. Thank you, De Niro. Thank you, Charipa. Very, very generous.
So cheap, it's basically free.
And we will have the second Amigos home map. Another closed map. Well, closed. It's a lot more open than regular arena. It will be Fortified Clearing. And I have not seen this map since the show matches I did pre-tournament. So I haven't seen this map drafted once in any of the sets that I I cast. We are going to have Abund playing as the flank. Ethiopians versus Stoneplease as the Malay. So a mix-up from the last flank battle on Arena. On the other flank, we have Ganji playing as the Bohemians. He's going to match up against Siscon as the Portuguese. And then in the pocket position, we have Valis as the Poles. And he will be against Dragonstar as the Khmer. Why is Barles not playing at all? It's a great question. I don't know. He hasn't played a single game in these qualifiers. I have no idea why. I think Abund has been playing pretty well, all things considered. But yeah, I don't know why Barles isn't involved. Can Valis do the same strategy that Bad Koala made in Grand Barra? Yes. Yes, he can. He can go, if his flanks are protecting him, he can go fast castle into knights with the poles. But I mean, Dragonstar can do the same thing with Khmer, right? Which one's better? Polish knights are going to be cheaper, but the TCs are going to come up faster for Khmer. The farms are going to be really nice. Long term, the Cavalier are going to be better value from the Khmer, and the Khmer have a better late game too. I don't know. It is a funny map though, because you have the stone walls on the center. And they're much harder to break into than the palisade walls at the back, but the center, it feels like it has a lot more value than the back area, right? It's a lot of land back here to share with everyone else. The relics are easily accessible in this center area, and there's a lot of gold and a lot of stone. And you can also link up with your allies a lot easier if you take control of the middle rather than the outside. I feel like a castle drop on the outside has potential, but the one show match we watched, the player who went for the castle drop on the outside, it did a lot of damage, but it was so out of position. He couldn't link up with his allies. He was very, very isolated. And it eventually felt like the castle drop in the center would have been a better option. I forget who that was. Was it Ganji? It might have been Ganji. Oh. Little men-at-arms push from both sides. Abund coming in. Villagers forward. So it's men-at-arms towers from Abund. And it's men-at-arms for Stoneplease. Stoneplease does have the armor as Malay. So he should have the advantage in these fights. And Abund might want to cancel that men-at-arms upgrade. He did not. Oh, boy. He's going to add some more. The tower's also up for Stoneplease. So an excellent defense here for Stoneplease. He will stop this tower in its tracks. He also killed a bunch of those men-at-arms. So Abund is going to struggle to find damage. Potentially needs to go over to Dragonstar and try and push there. Strategy is going to be a fast castle from Bohemians, from Ganji. It'll be a fast castle from Siscon, and they're both making their way into their unique units. So it'll be Organ Guns versus Hussite Wagons. And then Boom from Valis and a Boom from Dragonstar. But I mean, Valis has a much better castle timing than the Khmer, which is weird. This build from Dragonstar feels a little late, no? I mean, you'll be able to click up to Castle Age right away, But look at the resources he's going to have. He's going to have like 1,000 food by the time he gets to to Feudal Age. The commerce should always be faster than the polls there, right? Maybe Fimp? It's not a Fimp. He did a gold mine? He did do a gold mine. You're right. He did make a mining camp. And he is going for a stable. So it's going to be a few nights initially. Okay. That makes sense. And now Abund is coming over to help. So maybe Dragonstar knows that Abund is going to come over this way. He's going to need a knight to clear up the shenanigans. Archer's now being added in from Stone, please. He's got a pretty good economy himself. And he's sending the archers back over to try and help Dragonstar. Two extra town centers for Valis. Stone walls. Fully stone... Okay, okay. Oh. Oh, that's painful. Oh, that's so painful. The scout arrives here just on time because of course it does. The villagers should be able to chase it away, though. One villager goes down and Ganji will complete the stone wall. Perfect. Abund's tower is up. He's still being annoying, and Dragonstar's added some scouts. This is good from Abund, guys. Like, forcing Dragonstar to invest into military is huge here. I assume he was going to do it anyway. But, like, having this military spend most of its time back here in the initial stages of Castle Age is really, really good. Because your pocket is simply booming. Your pocket's not making any military. And Dragons are just now adding in the second and third town center. So the castle is up from Siskon, and Ganji still hasn't made a castle himself. He's actually going Siege Workshop. So he was on stone to get the stone to go for these walls over here. He's selling more. And he's kind of pivoted away from what I thought he would be doing, which is the Hussite wagons. I don't know how Organ versus Hussite wagon looks. I assume that Hussite wagon wins that fight. But maybe there's like some hidden bonus damage or something I don't know about. Abund and Stoneplay is now in a race for Castle Age, but the Malay are always going to win that. Look at that. They're battling in the market, dude. Back and forth, back and forth. Stoneplays will click up first, I think. He's going to be there in a minute and a half. Abund is on stone. He's gone for the second range, and he's now going up. Ganji bought stone again? Oh, yeah. So he sold stone. And then he bought stone. And now he's got enough stone. And I guess he just wanted a good castle placement. And he needed the siege and the monks to enable that. If he goes out here with just the villagers, there's a chance that Siskon can deny that with the organ guns. Dragonstar is still roaming around, though, so he's got to be careful about that. He finally did clear up that tower. Eco for the Poles, still better than Dragonstar's. Buy high, sell low, that's my motto. Nice. I don't want to give any stock advice. I don't want to give any, like, trading advice, because that's, you know, can be misconstrued, but I generally try and buy low and sell high. Don't share that with everybody. Okay, Dragonstar grabbing a relic. Going for that 4th town center. The castle is up for the polls. And we know what happens when the castle goes up for the polls. Unique tech will follow shortly after. Minus 60% gold on knights. He's going for the stable. Anytime you pick the polls and you're in the pocket, there is no surprise from the other squad of what's coming their way. They know exactly what's happening when they load into the game. It's going to be slot up privileged knights. They're going to be flooding across. And DarkSide is going to have to be ready for that. It's a bad engagement for Siscon if that Mangonel hits the shots. The light cap need to come in here. They need to snipe the Mangonel. It's kind of a decision for Dragonstar, though. Do you go after the monks first, or do you go after the Mangonel? He goes after the monks first, and then he gets the Mangonel. Nice job from Dragonstar. Good support. The castle goes up. Abund. Still kind of canceling out Stoneplease, but, I mean, Stoneplease has 2 extra town centers, so Abund is he's losing this side, for sure. Something needs to happen on this side, most likely. Or he just needs to open up Stoneplease's base so that Valis can run in with the knights. Stable's coming up now from Dragonstar. And lots of knights are about to be on the field for Valis. It's still only 5 stables, though. His eco's not absolutely insane yet. It's pretty good. But he's still missing the 2nd wood upgrade. He's missing handcart. There's some missing things in this economy as Abund now stretches forward with a bunch of villagers. He's going to try and stonewall this off. So they're going to try and block both sides of the outside and focus all of their energy towards that center area as Imperial Age now on the way for Siscon. Is Ganji about to go up? No. Ganji's still hanging out in Castle Age. Ganji's going for rams. Ganji will attempt to push that castle with rams. And Dragonstar's going to see it. He says, bro, rams on the way. I'd expect a siege workshop soon from Siscon, potentially. I guess they'll have elephants to help out. Dragonstar will start the elephant production. Can the rams work? There's 17 knights. There's a lot of knights here. There's also a couple petards. From Valis. They're sitting in the castle, maybe waiting for an opportunity to break into a base and send the knights in there. Rams working away on the castles. Knights going in for the monks and the organ guns. More knights will follow up from this. The castle is going down. There's nothing killing the rams at the moment. The villagers are ejected, but there's more knights behind from Valis. And constantly more in the queue. And Ganji is also repairing his rams. Oh my goodness. Will they actually succeed in taking this down? It feels like they will. Abund, meanwhile, coming towards the middle. He's got his stone wall up. Rams are still working away. Elephants are here. There's nothing to deal with the elephants now that the monks are gone. The villagers are trying to repair, and the castle's gonna hold. Siscon holding on to that castle. Does not get overwhelmed by the knights yet, and the elephants from Dragonstar are just in time. Imperial Age now on the way from Stoneplease. And like I said, Stoneplease is winning the battle against Abund. I love the use of the Ethiopian outpost, though, from Abund. They have outposts over here. They have outposts over here. They've got some outposts through the center. Fantastic. Second castle now for Ganji. He's still stuck in the Castle Age. They're all stuck in the Castle Age. And Dragonstar is about to go up too. I think all 3 players from DarkSide will be in Imp before the first player from Amigos. This is good, though, from Valis. This is what he needs, right? It's going to make things crazy over here in Stoneplease's base. And Abund is here for a little revenge as well. He doesn't have ballistics, though. Good damage against Stoneplease. Stoneplease is going to lose like 20, 25 bills here. Dragonstar will try and come over to help with the elephants. He's slow. He's fat. Don't know if he's going to be on time. And decent damage control for Stoneplease as well. Still sitting at 67 villagers. Fortified wall coming in for Ganji. So that's a good level of recognition for him. He's like, okay. We will need to stall. We will need to get ourselves to Imperial Age. And fortified wall will help with that. Dragonstar's on the run. Devotion coming in for him. Khmer Elephants are very good once you can get them fully upgraded. It's a power unit. It's not something Valis can really match either. He's still just trying to go for sheer numbers of knights, and he does have 50 knights. Can they overwhelm Stoneplease? Can they just full kill Stoneplease? Kind of feels like they might be able to. If these knights just run right past these crossbows. Great attack rounds from Stoneplease. If Valis stacks up here, the Mangonels are going to get crazy damage. Another good attack round. Stoneplease trying to retreat. The attacking retreat here away from the knights, but he's going to get overwhelmed soon, especially if more knights are on the way. Especially if the crossbows are here from Abund. Can they full wipe Stoneplease and then turn their attention back over to Dragonstar and Siscon? That's the question right now. All of the crossbows are dead. But the elephants and the organ guns are coming in. The beacons are lit. And Dragonstar's coming. More elephants on the field than Polish knights is a bad sign. A very bad sign. But fortunately, Ganji has monks. So he can convert those, potentially. That was a good attack. Takes the attention away from DarkSide pushing their base. Nice little compartment gaming here from Siscon. One little wall at a time as he takes out the forward castle from Ganji. And he's also targeting the monks, too. But the organ guns go down. We have 9 military for Siscon, 8 military for Stoneplease, and 43 elephants for Dragonstar. And Dragonstar is still like chasing knights with elephants at the back. And look at these light up! Oh my god! Who gave Ganji monks? Who thought this was fair? Even Faith coming in for Dragonstar. He needs it. Elite organ gun on the way for Siscon. Elite battle elephant on the way. Stoneplease still under a lot of pressure here. And Imperial Age is coming in for Valis, who is back up to 63 knights. Ganji, the only player now in the game not in Imperial Age yet. Abund has 95 villagers. Abund has a proper economy now. And Ganji's like, get me out of here! Get me out of here! Run! Flee! Flee for your lives! He's not running fast enough. Ganji's now being slung by Valis. Valis is just nuking TCs. He's nuking all of the villagers from Stoneplease. Every time Stoneplease thinks he's getting back into the game, he gets another raid from Valis. How does Siscon only... I was about to say, how does he only have 46 villagers? He's got 4 Fatorias. Siscon is getting a lot of stone, a lot of gold. Now, in team games, Fatorias are not really that efficient. If you have a full trade line setup, it's usually better. But at this stage of the game, super good for him, right? Especially if he wants to push with organ guns and castles and bombard cannons. Could also sling some stone or something to his allies. Valis still looking for the villagers from Stone Please. They're just absolutely picking on him right now. Stone Please is down to 54 vills. A boon needs to get involved here, and he's already gone for Halberdier. Still massing up some crossbows, too. But the Polish Cavalier are having big problems against organ guns and battle elephants. Ganji's almost an imp, though. 105 villagers, 34 in the queue. I love Fatorias, but I would rather have 130 vills than 4 Fatorias. Let's see if Abund can cut off the reinforcements. Instant Hufnitsa click. Yeah, I think Valis sent him a lot of res. He got almost 6,000 res from Valis. Little stack patrol here from the elephants, just absolutely destroying the helms from Abund. And the push has been negated to some degree. Valis sending some more Cavalier over there. He might be able to kill these organs as well. Siscon is having a real tough time trying to mass up his units and keep them alive. And that's what you need with the Fatorias, right? You need a group of like 50 organ guns, arquebus bombard cannons, bombard towers, trebs, everything like that. He's struggling. It's 5 Fatorias now. Can Portuguese cannon snipe Hufnitsa? Yeah, they can do okay. I'd still prefer the Hufnitsa. Especially against the organ guns. Yikes. Can anything beat help Hufnitsa? I mean, Elite Battle Elephant Organ Gun might be able to. It's just so tanky, right? Oh, what a nice little choke point to sit in here for Siscon. Can Valis weasel his way through? Why did you move? Why did you move? No! You were right in the gap, dude. The Hufnitsa? Oh, true. Yeah, the Hufnitsa were about to murder him. I mean, he was going to get murdered anyway. Abund is distracting 2 players over here. He's got Stone Please distracted. He's got Dragonstar distracted. But the push is happening on this side. And again, the Fatorias aren't doing enough for me, guys. I'm sorry. He just can't afford the production that he wants. Maybe he should get some sling from Dragonstar or something. The elephant's still trying to find value. Hufnitsa mass is being built up by Ganji, and he's going to have 8 soon with Halbs in front. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. If they can salvage Abund's position over here, it feels like Ganji will absolutely rip this side to shreds. And anytime the Dragonstar tries to stack patrol against his Halbs, the Hufnitsa will be firing on that. So that's like an anti-stack patrol measure for Ganji. Elephant's now going directly for the Hufnitsa. Can they get him? Can Dragonstar get him? He gets a couple. Throws away a lot of elephants, though, to do it. Ganji trying to save him. He's got helps from the other side. Nice job. Stone Please pushing in here. Stone Please is basically locked on Arbalest Bombard Cannon. If he goes into elephants, then you have double elephant from Khmer and Malay. Not fantastic. And the Ethiopians should definitely clear Malay if Aboon manages to get all his texts in. What a nice pushback from Amigos. Top score. Siscon really struggling here. Ganji in the late game with a Civ like Bohemians is an absolute monster. Shout out to Valis for sending him that res. And now Valis is going into Winged Hussar. Does he have the unique tech for Winged Hussar? He does. The Chittick Legacy. They will get splash damage. And an extra +2 against gunpowder units as well. And you can see that splash damage in full effect when he takes that fight. Oh, man. It looked so good for DarkSide. But there's a reason that Amigos picked Poles. And that was for the Night Flood. And Valis absolutely opened this game up with the raid over there on Stone Please. And then the sling to Ganji. Bro, this isn't BF, okay? Little bro thinks he's playing BF. Who's gonna cut this? From where? When? Dragon Star now sending more res to Stone Please. Something's going on over here. Oh, they've cut through the wall. They're in their comfort zone now. This is a total BF tactic. Just like Petard Rush into raids. The trade is trying to be set up by Dragon Star. He's only got 2 carts so far, but this is going to negate that trade potential. Does Dragon Star need to switch into something else? I mean, he just doesn't have the gold to keep making elephants, right? It's a lot of organ guns for Siscon. He's finally getting into the mass that kind of wanted to see from him earlier on in the game. He will be floating a lot of stone while other players are running out of it too. Oh my god! Okay, Ganji, maybe time to mix in some monks again. Ah, yes. Right. I wasn't going to get excited about that help, quote-unquote help from Valis, because it's basically ground beef. They got fried. This is good, though. This is a nice raid back here, too. The problem for Amigos is that Poles don't have a ton of value in the super late game for them. This is like World War I over here, man. He tossed his whole army away so that Ganji could move up 2 tiles. It's fine. He's got 92 on food. It's not like he really has a gold unit he can make either. How many Fetorias? Still only 5? Okay. Forward castle from Stone Please. Good push from Stone Please. But a good push back here from Aboon, too, taking over their trade line. They can't really get it set up, whereas the trade line from Amigos will be way better. And this, I guess, is why he went for the full stone wall around the wood lines. This is a very dangerous army from Siscon. We have 13 Hufnitsa from Ganji. At what point does it become too many Hufnitsa? Or like a player with 4 Hufnitsa feels very dangerous. A player with 13 Hufnitsa feels very clunky. It gets hard to control them. Wow, castle's denied. Oh, are you ready? Chat, are you ready? Round 3. Does he even get... Okay. Does he get one attack in with any of the winged hussar? What a cut! What a cut! Ganji adds a treb. A solo treb. And cuts into the base from Siscon. And Siscon is going to lose most of his 31 villagers. Here comes another attack. That one's doomed to fail. Dragonstar needs to wall up behind this. Dragonstar still doesn't have any gold, so he's just making Hussar. I mean, like, hey. He's trying his best, you know? Oh, it's still worth it. Yeah, it's still worth it. He killed a couple bombard cannons. I think because Siscon was busy. The Hoofneats are coming in. Aboon is pushing like a madman over here. But he's getting pushed on the front side. He should be fine, though. Valis can come over at any point and help him. And Aboon is just destroying over on this side. Does he have torsion engines? He does. Oof. Ethiopians, Bohemians in the late game. Such a sick combo. Yeah. No, wait for more, dude. Wait for more. Siscon has 19 vills. Ganji? Ganji, be very careful here. Ganji? Ganji! Oh, what? Huh? Ganji? How are some of those not doing any damage? That's crazy. Man, shout out to Aboon, who's basically distracting 2 players of the opposite team with his push on this side. And they're just free to, you know, Valis is obviously shifting back and forth, but Valis and Ganji are free to just attack this area. And it's Bombard Towers now coming out from Ganji. No ballistics, which he needs for them. But Bombard Towers are strong. Couple raids back here from Dragonstar. I think those were villagers he deleted, so Dragonstar didn't kill those. Torsion engines, bombard cannons. Gonna be going strong over there for Aboon. More winged hussar coming in for Valis. They'll take care of the trebs. They'll take care of a lot of these villagers trying to go for this gold, and most of the production is coming over this way. Ganji's telling Valis, he's saying, listen, I got this over here. Maybe. We'll get to see the Elite Hussite Wagon against Organ Gun matchup, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not looking good for the Organ Guns. These wagons don't even need to turn on their windshield wipers, dude. They got it on mist setting. Getting hit by those little pellets, and that's a big shot from Ganji. Castle's gonna go down. This is game. What a nice game from Amigos. Shout out to Ganji and Aboon for going for the full walls on the side, knowing that they needed to buy time for Valis. And then Valis just absolutely kicked it into the next gear, sent Ganji the res, and then Ganji never looked back. So cool. And like the elephants from Dragonstar look very dangerous, but you need a full trade line now to be able to spam elephants, and you can't get it set up. Like, where's your trade running? It's running from there to here? How much gold? 57. That's not enough. GG. Game 5. Sick. Sick game. I think you really saw the strengths of the Amigos team come out there. Very, very solid. Always love to see super late game matchups as well. Zeta 2 with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 35% off. You're basically making money. If you got gifted a sub today, we've had a lot of gifts today. Make sure you thank them. Super generous people. Look at the KD for Siscon. It's still good because the Organ's absolutely fried the Winged Hussar, but couldn't hold on. Probably needed to push a little bit faster, right? Maybe the Fatorias ended up costing him the timing on this push. I mean, maybe Dragonstar just needed to send more over here earlier. Yo, Lapscouse as well. Just subscribed today and 5 gifted too. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying, man. I'm enjoying these games. These have been sick. 2 sets in a row, game 5. Love it. Love it. It's nothing like team game AoE 2. I love 1v1, but team game is like, team games are where it's at, for sure. It's just hard as like, for casual viewers to get into it. It's very confusing. There's a lot of information. Sandacar as well with 5 gifted. Thank you, man. They're saving money, guys. 35%. Saving a lot of money. And Bird Advocate with 5. Thank you, man. Crescent as the last map. Crescent as the final map. Amigos take their home map. We'll mark down the civs. Bohemians, Ethiopians, Poles. We had a loss for the Malay, the Portuguese, and the Khmer. And Thick Rob with 10. Thank you, guys. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough now. Thank you so much. This video has to go to YouTube, and YouTube people hate it when I'm thanking subs. I assume. I don't know. I don't know what they like. I don't think about them. Lapscouse as well with 10. Yo, dude. Stop it. We hate money here. We hate money. Thank you so much. If you got gifted a sub by Lapscouse or maybe De Niro earlier or Chemical earlier or Thick Rob or Bird Advocate or Sandacar, Zeta 2, Charipa as well. We also had Red Rush coming in. Roger was earlier too. Shootchastics. If you got gifted by any of those people, thank them. Okay. I got to lock in though. I got to lock in. I'm very, very grateful for all of your support and for all of you being here this weekend. It's been really, really fun. We still have a set after this one. I'll catch up to Daniela a little bit. I don't want people coming in here with spoilers. We're going to be on Crescent. I think she's at like a minute, 10 seconds. Close enough. Crescent game 5. We've seen a lot of this map in this tournament. There's one side that's connected. There's one side that's not. At least on the land. It's connecting the water from the inner area to the outer area. And there is plenty of fish and whales on this map. Now on this side, we're going to have Abund playing as the Armenians. I think probably a pretty good civ to have over here, right? They've picked Armenians and Japanese on the flanks. So if one of them ends up over on this flank side, they will have to play infantry and water. And Armenians and Japanese are both really, really solid at that. And in the middle, they have Huns as Poro gifted 20. Yo, Poro, shout out, dude. Let's go. Thank you, man. I gotta lock in, though. We gotta cast. We gotta cast. Stonepleat's playing as Dravidians, another great water infantry civilization. And look at his map. It's actually phenomenal. If he walls here, this map is crazy for Stonepleat. If he walls here, he basically has the whole side locked down. That's crazy. In the pocket for DarkSide, it will be Dragonstar playing as the Georgians. He likes to play Georgians, play into scouts. He likes to dock this area and dock the backside here. Or the dark side, as he would probably call it. And then finally, we have Siscon as the Vikings. So Vikings could have played land and water. I think Siscon will be much more comfortable just playing water with Vikings. Much more comfortable. What civs do we like better, guys? I'm kind of liking DarkSide's, but I can see potential for Amigos. Like, Armenian's Navy late game matches the Viking Navy. Armenian's Navy late game is sick. It's really, really sick. Japanese have the towers, which are very solid. Huns have Paladin, which Georgians are missing. But, I mean, Dravidian's Navy, plus the infantry. Then you have Vikings with the longboats. Then you have Georgians maybe with the Svan towers added in. It's tough. What's up, Hideawolf? Wolf? Until Imp DarkSide, but after that, Amigos. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same way. Feels like Amigos' goal, once again, just like last game, should be to drag it into the late stages. Good sir, can we please Gambit? These are Rex, War Kitten, unfortunately. I know they're unseen Rex, but I mean, someone could be in the caster channel, see the Rex, and then rig it. I don't like that. I am the most fair purveyor of channel points ever. That's right. My mods frequently don't accidentally pay out the wrong people. And I've never done it either. I love the ones where Exorcept makes a Gamba on his phone, leaves for like 2 hours, comes back, the Gamba is still unpaid, and he's like, chat, what happened to the game that was 2.5 hours ago? Like, I don't know. It's in the past, brother. Okay, so Men-at-Arms from Stone Please will show up here, and as is tradition, they will probably struggle to find damage against the flank and then head straight for the pocket. Let's see if Stone Please can block this villager. He can't. Men-at-Arms upgrade now on the way for Abund. He can go into Longsword. He does have a bit of extra food eco back here from the fish, so might be able to afford it. And it will be Valis that needs to defend against those Men-at-Arms. Give detailed info about the map. I already did, Chemical. Unless you want, like, super detailed. Galleys for Siscon. He opens with a couple fires, then makes his way into galleys. Same thing over here for Ganji. There's fish at the back for Valis. But it's only 6 of them. Dragonstar are already up to 11 fishing ships. And Abund is just spending all of his time at the Men-at-Arms tracking. So I've noticed this on this Crescent map. If both flanks go Men-at-Arms, whoever has the better timing will basically just negate the Men-at-Arms potential from their enemy. Because those units will have to come back and track and save the pocket. So getting your units forward fast is really, really key. It keeps you safe. And there's that wall I was talking about from Stone Please. It locks down the entire map for him. That's a crazy generation. Okay, it's a stable for Valis. He's on the way up. He's gone for another dock. Maybe think about adding in more fish. He will be faster than Dragonstar, but is there potential for him to do damage early? I don't know. Level 9 hype train, crazy. Thank you so much, guys. That's not a good spot for Siscon to be. Yeah, he needs to retreat from there. I think he wasn't paying attention. There's also a fire back here, potentially threatening Dragonstar's fish. He might need to go for a Hulk, which he's doing. Yeah, Siscon kind of balanced out by Ganji, and Ganji is adding in a ton of fish behind this. He'll be up to 13 ships. It'll be 8 for Siscon, and Siscon will find it tough to push through here. That's the benefit of all of the players from Amigos docking that backside. Abund can kind of defend with the docks in the choke point, and then Ganji can definitely defend over here. Huyane, thank you for the gifted sub to your mom. Do you hear that, chat? Huyane is gifting a sub to your mom. It's very generous of them. Forward pressure now from Stone Please and Dragonstar. We saw this the last time that DarkSide played on this map. It's a full stone wall from Stone Please. He's capitalizing on this forward pressure. Where are the knights from Valis is the question. Knights are coming forward. Will they be able to find these villagers? Will Abund have vision on that? If he sees that they can stop it, he does see it. Instantly goes after it. So that's an improvement over the last team that played DarkSide. They couldn't stop the forward wall. They couldn't pressure there at all. And Abund knows how powerful those forward walls can be as a BF player. So he's going to shut that down right away. He's also adding in a ton of fish behind this too. The question is whether Ganji can keep them safe. Castle Age on the way for Ganji, but it's much faster for Siscon. And despite having the docks here, I mean, Ganji might be struggling a little bit. He's got Defender's advantage with the fires. Siscon maybe went a little too deep here. Yeah, Abund is overperforming for what I expected from him. If it was all Black Forest games, I would expect him to win all the time. He's an excellent flank. But I'd never seen him on other modes. Initially, he looked a little shaky, but he's been gaining confidence. He's been playing really well. And I love that. It's one of my favorite things about team game tournaments is you discover new players. Or maybe in Abund's case, I mean, I've known about him for years, but you discover new things about players. Okay, so Ganji still docking behind this. He's going to be up against Castle Age units, or ships rather, from Siscon. And Siscon can actually start adding in longboats too if he wants to. Only competitive Swiss player? Yes. The only competitive Swiss player. Definitely not Hidewolf. Definitely not Bulletchin. Definitely not Feiga. I'm surprised I know so many Swiss players, actually. I probably know more Swiss players than anyone else. All right. Siege Workshop forward. Archers forward from Stone, please. Where is the Archer Mass from Abund? It's not there. Think he's going to make a switch here. Is he going to go into full Navy? He's getting the upgrade. Abund, I just talked about you, buddy. What's going on? We don't really have any military. He's trying to shut down the fishing ships from Dragonstar. He's redocking in the center. Okay. So he's going to redock in the center. Valis probably told him, I will handle land. Ganji's just got to handle this push over here and keep my fish safe. And you go after Dragonstar's fish, which is what he's going to do. That does open him up for damage on the land, though. Valis will need to make sure to take care of that. And Ganji is going to have to try and hold for as long as he possibly can on this side. Valis has already set up fish traps, too. It's a big investment. So a lot of Dragonstar's food eco is relying on these fish. And now the fish are being attacked. Siscon will have to come back and defend, but there's going to be quite a bit of Navy here from Abund. And Siscon, if he allocates ships over there, he's going to lose out on this side, and Ganji's holding. Siscon, though, up to 3 town centers. So Siscon with Wheelbarrow, with Handcart, has done a really good job over there against Ganji through the choke point. And with Vikings, he should be able to deal with the Navy from Abund. I think he just needs to stop his push on this side, though. Dragonstar also with 3 town centers. Stone Please also with a pretty good eco over here. 15 fishing ships himself. And the crossbows forward is devastating for Abund. Abund is going up to Imp or something? He's got the res. He's missing the building. I'm not sure this is intentional from him. I think it's just a misbalanced eco. He could go up to Imp and go Dromans and Navy for sure. That would benefit his team a little bit, but I mean, will they be able to hold over here? Even if he leaves and evacuates with all of his villagers, I mean, are they able to possibly hold? Good quick walls there from Abund. He's trying to keep his villas safe. Needs to go for another house there. He does. Needs to put some of these villagers in the fortified churches. He does. Where are the knights from Valis? They're going to go all the way around. They're looking for a flank attack. Stoneplace does have that wall up, so he can't get the raids in there. Not anymore anyway. And Abund won't even have a TC to click up to Imperial Age with. Never mind. He saves the town center. Valis looking for a way in. Not going to find it. Not going to find it. Man, I shouldn't talk about Abund. I shouldn't have glazed Abund. As soon as I did, it's just full disaster. Absolute caster curse here. But Ganji is pushing out. What Abund did is he did give Ganji a break. All of that navy from Siscon had to come over and deal with the water pressure. There's a lot of mule carts here. My guy needs a town center if he wants to use this res to go up to him. He's getting the archer armor. He's thinking, maybe I could go into composite bowman. But I don't know, man. Fire's now trying to get the fishing ships, but the medium warship upgrade is in, so some hulks come out from Stone, please. Eco count still ahead. Not ahead, but still very competitive for Amigos. It's just the military. The military is a huge problem. Abund is going for a market. He's got 2,000 food because of these fishing ships. It's quite the fish boom back here for Valis. And Valis is on the way to him. So Valis does have a better eco than Dragonstar. We'll see if he can take advantage of that. He's also getting a massive clear up over here. Valis overwhelming the crossbows from Stoneplease, and Stoneplease only has 5 crossbows. Maybe this is the way back in for Amigos. They dragged their way back in last game. There's another night raid coming in here from Dragonstar. Valis should be able to notice that he's bringing his knights back. Garrison's the TC. Imperial Age is now on the way for him. Abund's going for a couple extra town centers. So he doesn't really want to go up to Imp. There is maybe value there in that he can make Dromans, but that's about it. Maybe some Trebs as well behind these knights. Not certain that that quick wall was worth it from Valis. But he's trying to hunt down the knights from Dragonstar. Still no players from the other side up to him. Not yet, anyway. It'll be Elephant Archers coming out from Stoneplease, though. Ganji's trying to go for towers. He wants to set up along this choke point. So tough to fight Viking Navy. It's also going for demos. Interesting. That could be, oh my, imagine he had a demo in there. In the olden days, before fishing ships garrisoning, you would have never passed a dock like that with longboats. You would have never done that. That was suicide with a flag on it too. That would have been criminal. Yikes. Dragonstar got a lot of damage with his Night Raids. Very good job from him. But Imperial Age is in from Valis. Cavaliers coming in. If he could somehow get them to his opponent's base, like if he could transport somehow, would have been so nice if Aboon still had a presence here. That would be an insane raid. Demo. Damn. Okay, Aboon's fish going a little far afield. He's trying to reboom back into this. He's going 4 TC. He knows he needs to get back into the game somehow. He got absolutely wiped before. Military count still heavily in favor of DarkSide. And once the Vikings are in Imp, it's going to be a problem. But Ganji's on the way to Imp too. Syscon knows about the demos now, so he's going to be a little bit more careful passing these docks. Is there any potential here for Valis to find value with these Cavalier? He's still just chasing knights. What a great job from Dragonstar. He's always getting in. There's knights running around, and all of this timing from Valis is just kind of thrown off because he's been running in circles in their eco. Trying to manage the night raids. Elephant Archer's also coming out, which is a big problem. Big problem. Aboon is up to 68 vills, though. I mean, it's a really solid reboom from him so far. When does Valis feel comfortable or sorry, Syscon feel comfortable enough to sneak through here? Does he ever? Okay. Damn. If he had 2 demos in there, would have been cool. Paladin upgrade coming in. Elite Cannon Galleon with Siege Engineers and Elite Longboat from Syscon, though. Water control is an emphasis here for Syscon, and he is going to control all of it. I'm not certain that Ganji can stop him. I don't think that Valis helping out is really the best use of his time. He's still chasing knights. Unbelievable. And now Elite Manaspa coming in for Dragonstar. So we'll have Elite Elephant Archer and Elite Manaspa over on this side. It always surprises me, dude. Like, is it necessary for Manaspa to have 5 base melee armor? Is that really necessary? A knight has 2 base melee armor. Like, low HP, I get it, but I don't know. He's in. Ganji was trying to transport. Ganji did not succeed with the transport. Aboon on the way up to Imp. He's up to 89 villagers again. It's been a good recovery from him. But the Paladin are chasing the Manaspa now. DarkSide win this? Yeah, I think so. You can't stop Elephant Archers with Manaspa if one of your players is still just kind of trying to recover. And also, you can't stop Vikings on the water. I mean, Ganji's going to try his best. Maybe, like, Syscon tries to land or something, takes some pop off water, and then Ganji can push him back, but there's still no way that they can stop this, right? Surely not. Towers from Ganji, still up. Fires still pushing in. Longboats are here. Cannon Galleons are here. And the fires don't stand a chance. Look at how cool these longboats look. Oh, man. The gilded longboats. The gold-plated longboats. What a great series. Amigos gonna go down, but they're not going down without a fight. Since when do Vikings have fire ships? Since the rework. I think they don't get demos now, right? They gained fire ships and lost demos. Oh my god, what a loss. That's a lot of Paladin from Valis. And that's a almost full surround on the Elephant Archers. And he's going to clear the entire mass of Elephant Archers. Wow. But I mean, will he ever have another wave of Paladin like that? Probably not. He's only got 9 on gold. And Dragonstar is basically destroying his entire economy. He's got 57 bills. Oh no. Valis is like, I'm killing them. I'm killing them. I'm dead. $62 Manaspa for Dragonstar. It's a fantastic eco. Just even starting to think about the trades as well. More fishing ships still coming out for Stone Please. He's setting up the fish traps. Taking all the fish on the backside as well as Valis and Ganji call the GG. Amigos goes down. DarkSide advances to the main event. Probably deserved to be there. But shout out to Amigos. What a run from them. Especially that second last game was really, really solid. But yeah, DarkSide, the more consistent team. Very well prepped team. And I want to see what they can do in the main event. Sad no Burls. Yep. Shout out to Aboon, though. Aboon stepped up. Maybe he struggled a little bit in this game. Maybe bad strategic choice to go into water and still continue instead of continuing with land pressure. But you know what? He did well. He represented Switzerland well. You can look at the stats there. I mean, Siscon had a really good game. Dragonstar had a really good game. Stone Please has been very consistent this tournament too. There we go. Who had the most eco KD? It has to be Dragonstar, right? Yeah, 129. Valis, he basically killed Valis's eco like twice.